I'm honored to be here with you today, both as your mayor and your warden of Grey County. On behalf of our council and staff, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our annual New Year's levee and wish each and every one of you the best for 2020. Building the future and forward-thinking approach are critical to ensure a strong, resilient, and sustainable municipality for today's residents and for generations to come. In 2019, our new council team spent a lot of time meetings with residents and businesses and hosted community meetings in town halls to listen to what you had to say. It's hard to believe that this time last year, I was standing before you with a new council team discussing our plans for the upcoming term. After 1 year, I couldn't be prouder of the projects that we have undertaken and the plans we have for the future and the commitment and the cooperative approach we share as representing you as the residents of Grey Highlands. We recognize that our residents and businesses are committed and passionate about the place they call home. And in 2019, we invited you to reimagine Grey Highlands. The idea of reimagining will be critical for the future we all desire. So in 2020, we will continue to invite you to chat with us, engage with us, and provide your input into the issues that affect us daily. Our newly adopted Grey Highlands Strategic Plan encapsulates the municipal vision, mission, and priorities of this term of council, based on the feedback we received from you. It will serve us as a guiding document for how we deliver services and keep the promises we've made to make Grey Highlands Canada's most innovative and inspired rural municipality. Things to come. The strategic plan is an important document available on our website. I encourage you to check in on it regularly. It is built on the 5 key priority areas that the community has identified. And those are considered communities, healthy lifestyle, respectful environment, strong governance, and vibrant economy. The strategic plan is a dynamic and living document that will be updated online regularly and will identify that the work we have undertaken on your behalf. Not only will it showcase what we have accomplished, but it will also hold us accountable to the commitments that we have made. 2019 was a great year in Grey Highlands. That included the county's commitment to Grey Gables to ensure that it remains a vital part of Grey Highlands for the community for years to come. And more good news on the front was the county's agreement to apply for an additional 62 beds. I think the fact that the Premier Ford, the Minister of Long-Term Care, Minister Flesherton, and our MPP visited Grey Gables this year is a very good sign indeed. New development in downtown Markdale that has included the opening of the Tim Hortons in the fall and the start of the construction on the new 32,000 square foot food land in the Mystery Building B. I know everybody keeps asking about that. And just of the meeting with Bill Graham just before Christmas, myself and the CAO, and he's looking at somewhere about the mid to late February for that opening. So we look forward to that. Also, the introduction of the municipality's first community improvement plan that provides incentives for businesses and property owners to upgrade their properties. The most recent council-approved component, the Municipal Development Charge Reimbursement Grant, to encourage new residential construction. Also, the commitment of council to our natural environment through the declaration of a climate crisis and the establishment of a climate crisis committee. Also, innovative solutions that position the municipality as a leader, including a development of our own municipal app. Also, infrastructure solutions that solve problems and save taxpayers money, accessibility upgrades, streamlined administrative and internal financial processes to provide a more resident-focused approach for customer service. Also, the submission of a building permit application for the new 68,000 square foot Markdale Hospital with the anticipation of construction beginning in late 2020. And that's something that this community has not given up on, and it shows that we're going to see that dream. Also, the commencement of work on the Kimberley Hall accessibility project, and that's including the elevator that you've probably been by there, the new elevator that's been installed there, and also some other accessibility upgrades to that facility. And also, not to forget, the Christmas tree lighting and the Santa Claus parades that we celebrate through that time of last month. summer festivals, fall fairs, home show, mayor's breakfast, business breakfast, and 100 of events that took place across our 882 square kilometers in our municipality, all supported by over 30,000 volunteer hours. Truly amazing. What a fabulous community that we live in, and I want to give you guys a round of applause for that, that's for sure. This April, the Municipality of Grey Highlands will be celebrating our dedicated volunteers as part of the National Volunteer Week in Canada, remembering those 30,000 hours of volunteer time that I mentioned earlier on. However, today, I wanted to recognize a very special couple. I would like to invite Joan and Tom McGee to join me to accept the Mayor's Certificate of Appreciation, if you don't mind coming up. Joan and Tom have selflessly given their time and energy to helping create a stronger, more connected community through their work with the Flesherton Love Committee over the past 50 years. And I know this is their 51st year. They've led the committee in providing local families with food, toys, and clothing. They are a wonderful example of what a community is, and it is my great honor to thank them for all their years of dedication and service to our community and residents of Grey Highlands. Let's give them a round of applause. I'd like to present this to you for the Mayor's Annual Levee Certificate of Appreciation. Present it to you, Tom and Joan McGee, for their dedicated service to the Municipality of Grey Highlands.
Thank you so much, Mayor McQueen and Warden McQueen. We're very honored to be here today, and thank you so much to all you members of the council for honoring us. This is the second recognition that we've had in the last month, and it's still very overwhelming. But I just want you to know that those of you who know us know that we haven't never done this for recognition, but it's very warming to our hearts to be recognized. And I just want you to know over the years that the Love Committee has helped so many people over this area. It's pretty well all Grey Highlands too, isn't it? Feversham to Priceville. And we have a wonderful committee that helps us every year, and the churches are all involved, and many, many volunteers. We couldn't do it without the volunteers. I'm going to keep doing this as long as I can because I love it and I love to help people, and thanks again.
It's truly always a pleasure to be here to Paul and his worship and council, past councils. I mean, in my 8 years, I've dealt with some different people, but we've been consistent all the way through. First and foremost, your hospital. It is there. We've gone through to stage 4, hopefully very soon stage 5, and go to tender. And I can tell you, until we open the doors of that facility, I will not stop. But it is moving where it needs to be, and that's a good news story. Grey Gables, for a lot of people, the credit goes to them for continuing to push and make sure that that was a continued priority of your community. The Premier has listened, the Minister has listened, and to Paul's point, there's nothing better than having those people walk through the physical building and see, in the hospital's case, the state of that to understand just how much it is needed. And then in Grey Gables, it's kind of the opposite, to see what the potential is and how much that can provide a full-service healthcare facility. But to all of you, I mean, every chance I get to be out in the community, you see the spirit of the community, you see the volunteers, you see the people who care about their community in whatever capacity that may be, whether it's the Legion, whether it's retired people like Daryl, getting involved, putting on festivals. And that's one of the truly humbling parts of my job, is being able to get out and see each of you and how much you do in your communities. And of course, I'm always indebted to those people that serve at the municipal level. So to all of you, thanks so much. Keep up the great work here in Grey Highlands, and keep kicking butt. Thank you so much.